Hey ho, it's the 22nd, I think it is, of July. And it's a 12 coacher going to London Euston, but we're going as far at the moment as Milton Keynes, and we're going in search of sheep. Okay. That's my train departing, going to London Euston. I'm now going to wait here for a southern service, which will take me to look for some sheep. Yes, I know, I've already repeated it once, haven't I? And where will I get sheep? Shepherd's Bush, of course, in London. We're going to go to Shepherd's Bush and see what happens. And there's the old livery of the Pendolinos, and there is the new livery. Well, the time's slipping away and the trains keep coming and going. But you've seen them all before. There's another Avanti coming in, and also the southern service into platform 2, which will take us down to Shepherd's Bush. Yeah. But this train is actually now goes as far as Clapham Junction, whereas it used to go to Croydon. It's got 8 coaches anyway, so there's plenty of room. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I just love these trains. Look at that. 377s. Well, here we are on board now. We'll be departing in about 5 or 6 minutes. And we go past Wembley Yard. Last time I went to London there was nothing, no locos there at all. What's on the news today? Oh God. Scandal of blind eye to interference by Russians. Cameron, May and Johnson all ignored the threat. There you go. I was just talking to a chap on the platform, and he said, excuse me, he said, are you going to London? So I said, why? He said, well, I was just going to ask you if you have to wear a mask on the underground. So I said, yes, as far as I understand, they ask you to wear a mask. Whether it is a law or not, I don't know for sure. So he said, I don't believe anyone's ever died from this so-called thing. I said, I believe it's a conspiracy and Big Brother up there is watching us. And I was given 2 of these newspapers, so I gave him one of them and I cleared off. I don't want to get into arguments and discussions about this. Everything's quite safe if you are careful and don't mix with a lot of other people. Okay, and you might be interested to know that Avanti and London North Western are now starting to encourage people to travel again. Okay, so that's worth knowing. Avanti are opening up their first class lounges and stuff like that, so that's a good sign. This is Bletchley carriage sidings. that's Bletchley C-Max. I filmed one of them yesterday lunchtime going back north. No trains to Bedford, you have to go on the bus now. And there you can see the viaduct under renovation, ready to operate trains from Bedford to Oxford. This is Watford Junction, where the London Overground terminate. We're now approaching Harrow and Wealdstone, which is the farthest north that the London Underground come. That's the water train in and ready to go to Daventry International Rail Freight Terminal. My favourite train, that is. Blocking the view for the rest of the sidings though, unfortunately. You can't have it always, can you? Getting held up here, we're going wrong line. They must be doing some work. Next stop is Shepherd's Bush. Yes. Looks like there's a broken down train here coming up. That's the line that we should be on, that one. Or they're ballasting, I don't know. Okay, this is Willesden. We've just crossed back over to our correct line. The old and new there, London Overground, side by side. Well, this is where we change from overhead to third rail, and coming towards us any minute now. It's just come through Shepherd's Bush, according to David, is a freight, followed by another freight which is at Kensington Olympia, followed by another freight which is at where you come across the River Thames. Can't think of the name of the station at the minute. So we're going to be, it's only a couple of minutes now I think to Shepherd's Bush, but there you go. Try and cop the first one from sitting here on a moving train. Right, that's the first one. We should be on the platform for the next two. Well, I see no sheep, but we're getting plenty of freight. That's for 3 in a row. Can't grumble at that, can you?
If you feel unwell whilst at one of our stations, please seek assistance from a member of staff.
This is the view from the footbridge. It's very noisy with all the traffic. And if you come up on the footbridge, be warned there is a video camera on the footbridge which will record your every mood. Okay, approaching us now, and platform 2 is a southern service going back to Milton Keynes Central, which I am not getting on. I'm decided that I'm going to see if I can make it to Ealing Broadway for an hour. Well, there you go. White City 2 minutes, Northolt 4 minutes, and Ealing Broadway I just missed one, and that's 6 minutes. So we just sit here all nice and behave ourselves. I'm still looking for sheep because we're still at Shepherd's Bush, you see, but there's no sheep at all, just trains. I will say that as far as what I've seen so far, people on the underground are wearing masks, but not necessarily on the main line trains. Some have got them hanging around their necks, and some of them have got them hanging on their ear rolls, and there you go. But on the underground it does look as if they're all wearing them, because you're in close contact with people on the underground. Certainly not many people on that one. This is the one for Ealing Broadway. God, it's hot on here. This is the main lines at Ealing Broadway. Look at that. That was a stroke of luck, weren't it? It's Great Day, not Bar Bar Lamb Day. There you go, welcome to Ealing Broadway. That's going to Didcot. There's no shops open here. There's normally 4 places where you can get a drink and something to eat, but nothing's open. So I'll have to wait till I get back to Shepherd's Bush. But I did manage to have a wee. So I've got an empty bladder, I should be okay now. Oh dear, what a going on. Well, it's now almost 2 o'clock and we haven't done very well here for freight, have we? But it's been very, very hot. I feel quite woozy. So I'm going to get on the tube and go back to Shepherd's Bush.
The train now approaching platform 4 does not stop here.
I think there's a freight coming now. I'm very pleased to say that I've managed to get to Shepherd's Bush. A little bit wobbly when I first stood up on the hill in Broadway. It's the heat. It's been so hot, and there's no shelter. The lifts are not working, so I didn't bother. No, the lifts are not fully installed yet, so I just went got off the tube train and stayed on the same platform. I've now got a nice cup of tea and an egg salad sandwich, and feeling a bit better now, not quite so woozy. Feel like a blooming sheep. Hairy Mary.
If you see something that doesn't look right.
Overground going to Clapham Junction via Kensington Olympia. Don't think we'll see any more freight, not at this end. Might see something at Wembley Yard. It's about 6 minutes to our train, and there's one overground to come up that could block us. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. It's egg sandwich. Thank you very much. Sorry about the coughing, I just got a bit of sandwich stuck in my throat.
Milton Keynes Central.
Nice comfortable sit down now.
Next train to arrive at platform 1 is the 4056 London Overground service to Clapham Junction.
Oh, look at them all sitting there. I don't know whether they sit there so they can come across into Wembley Yard or whether they're waiting for a path to go north and come up through Milton Keynes. So I just don't know. Could always have a look on Google Earth, I suppose. Nice variety of colour over there. The last couple of times I've come by. No locos here now. Nice variety of graffiti wagons there, and shocking really. Oh, what's that over there, look? Oh, damn. Damn. They're the Grand Central coach in stock. They'll be on the Blackpool run. Wondered where they were. Welcome to Milton Keynes. It's about it's 4:15. My train's at 21 minutes past, just a couple of miles up to Wolverton. And we've got a freight coming, one of those that we passed at Wembley. My big son David would be very well happy to see that. He loves them 86s because they're all going to be scrapped as well, and that's my train going back now to Shepherd's Bush. Yes. It's quite incredible really where we've been today. From Wolverton back to Wolverton cost me £18.50 for the day and £3 for the cup of tea and the salad sandwich. I think that's a bloody good price for a good day out. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you very much for coming. This is our train now, 4 minute journey to Wolverton.